I'm so proud of myself that I've remembered to do this year, so I don't have a 12-hour video that I have to try to upload to YouTube as it laughs at me. But it is time now for our music concert. We are ready to go. Don't forget, donations happening, please, all during this time for Damon Runyon. We are ready to go, and that means it is my great pleasure to introduce to you one Mr. Kilgore Trout as I transition over. We are ready to go. Kilgore, take it away, and thank you as always.
It's me. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Actually, before I say anything, I think I'm just going to play something, just to get motivated here. Nah, the kitties will be fine. They got nowhere to jump on my lap, so they're all right. Anyway, for those of you who know me, and I'm sure a lot of you do, I'm a huge Leo Kottke fan, and I play a lot of Leo stuff. I'll play some of my own stuff as well, and some other things, of course, but I do play a lot of Leo. This is one of his tunes. It's called "Stealing." I'm just gonna start out with this one. So there you go. There you go. Anyway. Fixed it? Was I broken? Anyway, oh, $100 donation. Sorry, I was a little distracted. I missed that. Beautiful. I'm still a bit low. Well, it could be on your end. It's up to you. You can turn me up if you like. Increase the volume a bit. Good, good, good. It's hard to say, right? That's just the thing. I'm just playing through the mic, so. It's cutting out a bit? What's cutting out? So that shouldn't be clipping or anything. Should be okay. Let me try something without the... Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, like it's getting gated? No, but am I getting gated for some reason? Because I don't have. Let me just double check something in OBS here. I'm pretty sure I've got the. Oh, wait a minute. The noise suppression is on. Hang on. Close. Okay, it should be much better now. I don't know why that happened. I had my noise suppressor on, which I normally do, but I thought I turned it off. Yeah, I had it off before. Yeah, there you go. Who turned it on? Me. I don't know. Bye, Heart Noise. That's bizarre, because I didn't turn it off. Let me just, let me double check. It should be on now. There's filters. It's off. Close. All right. Crazy. I can't play Tristram. I don't remember all the chords. I don't remember all the chords. Unfortunately. This is another Leo thing, but this is actually a combination of a couple of tunes of his that I'm going to throw together here, and then maybe I'll play something of my own. But anyway, you brought it up. Well, there you go. This is a combination of a tune called Egg Tooth and Airproofing. There you go. For those of you who know what I'm talking about. So anyway, here we go. love to hear a Kilgore original. Sure. Am I frozen here? Maybe this is just in my maybe this just is my browser. I was froze up. Everything okay there? I'm going to refresh my browser just to see if that's what it is. I got too many things going on. No, I look like I'm frozen. Oh, it's you. Oh, okay. Well, you can hear me though, right? Arv, I know the feeling. No worries. I'll play some stuff. That's the good thing. You don't have to look at me. Goddamn front page. Oh, there you go. You don't have to look at me. You can just you can just listen. Okay. Well, I'm on my chat. Oh, there we go. I'm back again. There. Okay. This is a tune of mine, actually. This is something that I wrote. That, being from Newfoundland in particular, and growing up with Newfoundland television and whatnot, and there was a show on that it was called Land and Sea, and there was a difference. There's a song that actually was the theme for that, which I'm not going to play right now because I don't know the whole thing. But I was influenced by that and a lot of Newfoundland music and whatnot. And so this tune that I'm playing here now is called My Island Home. And it's something that I just wrote because it was inspired by a lot of that sort of stuff that I heard growing up and whatnot. So it's not a specifically Newfoundland tune, but it certainly was, it has that kind of a vibe, at least anyway. Okay. my island home. Thank you. Seems I got the capo on. I might as well try this one. Let me see here. This is another Leo tune because I play a lot of Leo. But hey, it's not the most exciting title ever, but this is called the theme from the Rick and Bob Report. Whatever that is, I'm sure it's a show somewhere. I just like the tune, so. Sort of mangle that a little bit. I completely forgot that one. I just sort of came up to do it in a second there. But anyway. Clap, clap. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I'll play something I sort of know. This is another Leo tune. Hey, because people don't hear enough of Leo Kottke. I'm telling you. Leo Kottke, by the way, is 80 years old and he still tours. And he was a revolutionary, pioneering fingerstyle player in the 60s, 70s, and on through the 80s, 90s. He was retired as a Guitarist of the Year in Guitar Player magazine 5 years in a row for acoustic guitar, and nowadays, of course, there are a lot of other players, of course, that are tremendous players and have broken new boundaries and in terms of the what you can do with an acoustic guitar and stuff. But at the same time, I think people have forgotten what an important treasure Leo is, and still is to this day. And like I say, he still tours, like regularly. He's not as agile as he used to be. I mean, he used to play ridiculously fast, crazy stuff. He doesn't play as much of that stuff anymore, but he can still play like crazy, even at 80. His technique is just flawless, But he's got nothing to prove anymore, so he doesn't have to play nuts. This is a tune he doesn't play much anymore, and I think because it's and I'm playing it slightly slower, and it's still fast, but it's slightly slower. But this is a tune called Tosco Steps, which is basically Tosco is a place in Mexico, and there's a series of steps leading up to top of this hill, whatever. It's the Tosco Steps, and that's Tosco pronounced or spelled Taxco. Tosco Steps, and I just like the tune. So I'm going to give it a whirl here, see if I can't mangle it. Yikes. Anyway, hey. And like I say, Leo used to play it like twice as fast. Holy crap. Anyway, yeah, it's a great tune. It's a great tune. I should play something you know. Encore. Hazel and Will, is that is there a Hazel under my arm there or something? Can you see Hazel down there or something? Probably. There's two cats in the bowl over there. I don't know if you can see them. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can pull this away. Oh, you probably can't. No, they're over there. There's two cats down in the thing. They're snuggled up. Frame by frame? Is that what? What? Yeah. No, anyway. I'll sing one for you there. I've done this before, and people know this song. Everybody knows this tune. Your guitarist used to play that all the time. Yeah, I could tell your guitar player was a King Crimson fan. He likes his odd time signatures. Anyway. Three of a perfect pair. Sure. Beat Discipline. Discipline. Elephant Talk. All of that shit. Anyway. Here's one everybody knows. I've played this before. Yeah. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Boy, it's been a while. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. It's funny how you pick songs and you think, yeah, well, I know that one. And then you're in the middle of it, you're like, wait a minute. Let me try something else. Do I know any Gordon Lightfoot? Sort of. I'd have to look up lyrics and stuff. This is why I play mostly. Because I don't know the words to I don't know the words to anything. I've told this story before. Don Edwards. I'm not even sure who Don Edwards is, sorry. This is one of my own tunes. As a Newfoundlander, I've told this story before, but as a Newfoundlander, I'm kind of pitiful because I never caught a fish, which is pretty sad for a Newfoundlander. I've been fishing loads of times, never caught a fish. Unless it was in a trout farm, But anybody could catch a fish in a trout farm because there's so many trout. You throw your line in and they just go after the bait, and then you're done. And then you haul it in. But that's not the same thing. So anyway, loads of times I went fishing and whatnot. And up in Ontario, I also went bass fishing. And there was this one lure that I used to use called a hula popper, which is basically, a hula popper is basically, it floats on the surface, and you give it a little jerk like this, and it makes a little whoop, 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 pop sound, you know, and it attracts the bass to the surface. And when they go after the line, they jump at it. They never ever used to jump after mine, but they would jump after that's the idea of the thing. The hula popper, that was what it was called. So anyway, this is a tune that I wrote in honor of the hula popper. So yeah, here we go. What am I doing? I'm gonna do it again. What am I doing? There you go. See? This is why you should practice before a show. See if I... There, that was the problem. I wasn't in tune. this is an old song. Oh, right on. This is an old song called "The Arms of Mary." This is just a different take on it, but it's a beautiful tune, I think. Sorry, folks. Yo, it's a beautiful tune. I think one of these strings is about to break. Anyway. Chikangia. Let's see. Where are we at here, Arv? We got time for a couple more, I guess. Okay. Let's try this. Maybe 3. 15, 20 minutes. What? I already played everything I know. Me taking requests? That never happens. You don't remember that one? Okay. I do know some tunes that I haven't played. Here's one I definitely know you haven't heard. Secret chats? Well, not quite. Wait a minute. What have I got done here? Hang on. No, this is one you definitely haven't heard because I don't think I've played it. Believe it or not, this is a song from Leo. Donate for the secret song. There you go. This is a nutty tune with a nutty name, but I love this song. It's so obtuse and weird and funky and crap. Yeah, but that's coming up there, Echo. I can't leave without playing that. I gotta play that, right? Um, sure. And I'm sure that this tune won't replace Morrowind as your special one, but but this one is a good one. Did I have ads? Did ads run? I hope not. Oh yeah, that's right. Arv doesn't get ads, so it doesn't matter. Right, perfect. It just occurred to me. At the beginning of the stream, I was thinking I always have ads on my channel. I always have ads on my channel, right? And I thought, oh crap, I'll be doing the stream and playing a song, and ads will kick in. And I forgot that, yeah, Arv's one of the founders. Yahoo! So there we go. No worries. This is a very goofy, weird tune. Just telling you, warning you in advance. But I love this song. I think it's great. And it's not a song because I'm not going to sing it. I'm going to play it. And believe it or not, it is a Leo tune. And this is one of those rules I've discovered over the years. And that is that if you spend hours and hours and days and months working on something, and then you take it out and you show it to the public, people respond more to stuff that you did in an hour. So you work your buns off trying to get something down, get something worked out, and dirt. But something you just sort of tripped over one day is the thing that everybody wants to hear. This is one of those, I worked on this like crazy. Because this is a hard tune to play. So I'm going to try it anyway. But this is called Oddball. Yo. So anyway. Forgot where I was at. Wait a minute. Let me try that again. we go. Anyway. Yow. See, I told you it was goofy. It's a cool tune. I haven't got it mastered yet. As might be obvious, but it's a nutty hard tune. But it's one of those things. It's one of those things that I just want to get that down and get it perfect. And I'll be one of the few people that actually cares. And I need to change my strings. Does it also play faster? It's about this speed. There. But there's some stuff in the middle of it that's kind of nutty, and you're halfway in the middle of a song like that, and then suddenly you're going completely off the rails, and your fingers are just not keeping up, and you're all knotted because, so. Yeah, I need new strings. I got new strings. I just should put them on because these are not. They're not keeping their tune. Okay, let's see. Still got a few minutes. How about here? Now that I've tuned up, I'll change the tuning completely. I'll play one on my own here. Actually, here's a goofy one. I'll play another goofy one. This is a goofy tune of mine that was inspired by that last tune, and I wrote this tune about 20 years ago. Just to give you an example, I was trying to learn Oddball, this other tune, and it starts out with these chords, right? Like that. I did this other thing going backwards. But that was just the only thing that I stole from that other song, was this other thing going backwards. And then I played a couple of other goofy things and threw a bunch of stuff together like potluck dinner and came up with this wacky tune, and I wasn't sure what to call it because it sounded like cartoon music. And so I decided to call this, and what's funny is whenever I say the name of this tune, and I've played this tune in front of audiences and stuff, and whenever I say the name of the tune, the reaction from some people are like, so I call this Curious George Visits a Bordello. I don't know why. It's got a Curious George kind of feel to it. So here you go. Anyway, there you go. What else we got here? How long you want there, Irv? How long have I got here? The run in the middle was pretty badass. Yeah. Time for one more. Perfect. Well, I guess it's time for that one I have to do. Let's see. Of course, you have to, you know. I have no choice. I do see that, but I'm a little busy at the moment there, Comet. I see you. Okay. In any case, thanks, Arv. Thanks for having me. And of course, continue to contribute to this worthy cause. I should mention, by the way, I found out today, actually, that my niece was recently... I only just found this out today. They were wanted to get more information on this stuff. But I just found out today that my niece who lives in Ohio was in February was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. So she's in stage 2. So we're all, of course, very hopeful that things will be manageable and it won't progress any further than that, and they can contain it and whatnot. But it's just another sign that cancer touches all of us. All of us. And my sister had colon cancer a number of years ago, and she managed to survive it and whatnot. So as Arv said before, this is not just raising money. Yeah, exactly. This is not just about raising money as much as it is also a community-based thing. No, I understand, Coyote, but or Comet, but I'm a little busy right now. So in any case, thanks again for having me. It's always a pleasure to do this. So of course, this is one thing that I always have to play. Forgot to get back in. Anyway, there we go. There you go. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Arv. Again, everybody, be sure to donate. If you can. If you can't, don't. And if you can, go for it. Have yourself a good night, everybody. We'll see you later.
All righty. There we go. Well, thank you as always to Kilgore, who has been doing this event for many, many years for this. And it is always a great time and always really enjoyable to hear not only Kilgore's skill, but also, I don't know, it's this, especially after like a very intense day of a bunch of stuff going on. It's always like this nice, just kind of getting us into this sort of chill state. So thank you to Kilgore. And thank you also to those of you who donated during that event. We had a grand total of, let's see, about $160 raised during that event. So thank you for that. That's really great. And we have, the music is not over, by the way, everybody. The music is not finished because that is only part one of the concert. Next part brings us to the amazing and awesome Indy, who I'll be going to in just a minute. And then we will have the second part of our concert. And then once that is over, then I am going to, and again, I want to remind everybody, don't everyone bail out at that point. I am going to stop my stream, this recording of my stream. But Shadowed Mage is going to go on like 2 minutes after I go off from my channel, so nobody leave, because he has got the Shadow Crew EX with a special one-shot put together, which will be wrapping up day 2 of ArvCon 2026. As you can see, we are sitting right now at 2175.51, which means that we are almost at 2750, if I've done my math properly, is actually the halfway point. So I would love it if we could get to like 2,800 or 3,000 by the end of the night. That would put us in very good shape going into our marathon session tomorrow of Dungeons and Dragons with Eberron. I do want to remind everyone about that we have D&D with INB coming tomorrow, the series finale of Eberron Oracle of War. That'll be an 8-hour marathon session tomorrow, Sunday, 12 to 8 p.m. And then on Monday, we will have not one but 2 events. One of them will be Prince Justin playing Traveler for an all-star crew of players. That'll be happening at about 12 noon. And then at 3 to 3:15, I believe it is, the Rising Tides, Brandon O'Brien, will be playing Gumshoe, or at least a variation on Gumshoe, with the 3 scientists that you met earlier today on that Monday to wrap up ArvCon. So very happy so far with how things have gone. Very happy to see the number that we're at, but we need to keep up that momentum. And I would really love to see us get somewhere in the vicinity of 2,750, 2,800, 3,000, somewhere in there, which would put us over halfway, a little over halfway through. Speak of the devil, Vanilla Cappuccino. I love that name, by the way. Thank you so much, Vanilla Cappuccino, for that. I appreciate it. 2185.51. Once we can get to that goal of halfway through, I would love to be able to get a little past halfway through when we're halfway through the event, which will be going into tomorrow for day 3. So very, very happy to have everyone who's been able to support. Obviously, only donate if you can, but if you can, please do, because as Kilgore said, it's not just about this particular event and about this particular cause. It is about all of us, excuse me, It's about all of us being able to work together in a community thing. And that's extremely important, regardless of the cause, to be able to bring people together in common purpose all across the world. And that literally is true. To be able to make that happen, that really makes a big, big difference. And going to a great cause, I totally agree, but it's definitely, it's just as important, Vanilla, and I really appreciate you doing that, so thank you. And anyone who was here, if you enjoyed Kilgore or if you enjoyed Indy to Come, and you will, then please make sure that you also throw those donations up there. Let's try to get to, I would love it if we could get to 2,500 by the end of Indy Set to set us up nicely for a nice $400 or $500 maybe thing during D&D tonight, which would bring us to about 3,000 going into tomorrow. Would love to see that if we could do it, so let's try to make that happen, everyone, if we can. All right. Also a reminder, don't forget, the more that you watch, the closer you get to that coveted ArvCon 2026 Twitch badge that a few of you are sporting. For example, Echo Alpha X5 is sporting that badge. If you want that badge too, you can do a gift sub pack, but honestly, during Damon Runyon weekend, it would even be cooler if you could just watch. That would be great to be able to do that too. Valerian Gamer, look at that badge. Look at that badge. I love it. It's amazing. Super cool. Very happy to have it up there. So, okay, so let me go over and check and see if we are ready to go. I'm going to double check and see how we're doing with Indy here. It looks promising. I'm going to studio mode it up, and we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to put up that, and we're going to see if I can get that working properly. Properly as in chop and broccoli. Okay. So the question is, let's see, let's make sure. Okay, we are all set on our end whenever you are. Volume is up and ready. Okay. We're ready to go. Yes, indeed, he said. And now, thank you for the follow, Mighty Soup Can. All right, it's Indy, everybody. I'm going to give it over to Indy. Good friend, awesome musician, great player.
Right, I'm watching the stream. There we go. Okay.
And we're good to go. Take it away, Indy.
We got a follow over here. Okay, beautiful. All right. I can now, I've caught up. We're here. Anyone who's in my stream, go. I put the link. Twitch.tv/ArvandAleron for ArvCon. I think this is the, 67th year or something that I've done this. Because, we've been doing this for a while. So, thank you, as always, Arv, for having me along. And this is such a wonderful cause. Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. You guys are incredible. Thank you to everyone who's already given. Size, get out of here. You guys will be okay. If you didn't like that one, this is going to be a long set. Anyway, this song's called Wildfire. Give money to the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Here we go. This song's called Wildfire. Also, of course, let me know if there's any issues with the audio. My stream said it was good, but... yeah, look at that donate link right there. Baby, I can't seem to get you on my mind. Lately, I've had a question for you. Are you free tonight? With your body close, place your hand in mine. As I look into your eyes, and I whisper, come on, let's go for a ride. You know we will never be the same. This night is when it all will change. No matter what this life may throw our way, love burns if you got any lighter emojis, fire emojis, whatever you got, post them in the chat right now. The night you're not insane, the heat of this passion that we have inside of us. It's burning wild, it fuels the fire and it drives our hearts further into each other's arms. You know we will never be the same. This night is when it all will change. No matter what this life may throw our way, our love burns, we're wildfire. All right, here we go, chat. Even if you don't have a fire emoji, you don't want to use a fire emoji, right now I want you to express yourself, okay? Express yourself in honor of Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. Doesn't matter what emote you got. I want to see you spam the heck out of it in the chat right now, okay? Does not matter. We're coming together as one. Love burns and love burns. Love burns, we're wildfire. Keep it coming, chat, keep it coming. Love burns and love burns. Love burns, we're wildfire. Love burns and love burns. Love burns, we're wildfire. Ooh, love burns and love burns. Love burns, we're wildfire. Ooh, love burns and love burns. Love burns, we're wildfire. Ooh, love burns and love burns. Love burns, we're wildfire. Ooh, love burns, we're wildfire. Chat, how are we doing today? Goodness gracious, I am burning up. Not the Jonas Brothers song. I need to turn the air on real quick. Woo! Woo! And that was also not a pun about wildfire, okay? Before someone says it, I know you're about to come at me for it. That was not what this was, all right? I'm just genuinely sweating. But the air's on and we feel better now. Sure it was. Yeah. See, I told you. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I'm also realizing the tuning that I'm in is probably not the best for the rest of these songs. Especially my current state. So I'm gonna try and see. Hold on. I'm gonna tune down real quick. Even though it's actually not gonna let me. One moment. You see the Nick resemblance? So the cool thing about this is I have no audio in my ears. So bear with me just one moment. Oh my goodness. Emo Lots with a Shrub. I appreciate you go watch on twitch.tv/ArvinDelaron. I love you. Thank you for 140 months is crazy. Now we want 140 months of support for Damien Runyon. I was not anticipating this one. This one's completely on me. Tuning is just an opinion. It's true. I just know my voice is going to die if I didn't do this. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? It sounds good, like, to my ear here. You guys hear it actually better than I do, so... That sound good? Beautiful. All right, this song's called Eyes. Wait a minute, it's close enough. Is it bad? Oh well, here we go. Baby, if you wanna go and have a fun time with your heart in the sauna. Yeah, you and me, girl, doing things unseen. Dirty like eyes, but a face so clean. If you gotta swim out on the water, when you go, I'ma follow. Yeah, looking out away, take a little more time. Look in your lips, but it's in your eyes. Eyes. Yeah, it's in your eyes. Eyes. Baby, if you wanna come a little closer, don't let me hold your hand. There ain't no other who love you like I can. Tell me that you want me, acting like you want me, pretending like it was your plan. Hands all on me, I don't look so lonely in your eyes. Eyes, eyes. Yeah. It's in your eyes, no surprise, the lights came alive. Forget that, my mind's on the fly when you ride with me in the front seat, girl. Get high like the tide on a beach, girl. Living ecstasy next to me, beautiful bodies living carefree. Yeah, we can run away, we got so much time. Don't hold back, cause it's in your eyes. Yeah, it's in your eyes. Eyes. Girl, it's in your eyes. Yeah, it's in your eyes. In your eyes. Woo! Thank you, Kildor, for advice on how to tune the guitar. I do very much appreciate that. The problem is not how to tune the guitar. I functionally can't hear it. So that's the actual issue. I'm tuning without actually hearing it. I'm hearing a very, very faint sound with the sound that's in my room right now. So I'm trying to make it as loud as possible for my ear because I have no audio. So I'm very much trying to listen, but I can't. Yeah, again, I can't hear it. This is the best I can get it. Thank you, though. Anyway, how we doing tonight, chat? 70 people here. It's beautiful. You're all beautiful. This song is for Arv. Yes, donations, of course, are welcome to benefit the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. Really, you're benefiting all the people that they're helping, not even benefiting the charity itself, of course. The song is called The Mouth That Swallowed the Sea. It's actually a song I wrote a long, long time ago. Yesterday the land went dry. I saw the vigor beneath the waves. My hand shook, the sea took me in. Search up the will of the mind. A vast open sea unknown to explore. Took around stuck in his ways. Leviathan no force can break. Incoming. Well, I'm anticipating it now. I'm patiently waiting, you could possibly say. Who knows if I play that song today? For the few of you that do know. All right, I'm tired of waiting. We're gonna move on. There it is. Okay. The raid. Are your alerts going on right now? Just in case, I'm gonna keep playing this a little bit before I keep singing. Alerts are beautiful, thank you. It's all good. Eyes, your eyes, behold. Oh. Ooh. Eyes, your eyes, behold. Welcome in, everyone from the Chaos Theory stream. So good to have you. My name is Indy. This is ArvCon. Welcome in. We are here supporting the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. And you from wherever you are, it could be your home, it could be somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know how to find where you are. I would never do that, first of all. But also, anyway, give money to this. I'm going to play a song now. It's called Memory. And I just had a bunch of bad stalking memories. What do you know? Life never goes according to plan. You give it your best, never knowing what's next, and you do just what you can. When I'm alone, nothing is as it seems. When I'm with you, it's like I'm in a perfect dream. And if I should wait before our lives fall into place, Don't let the memory of me fade away. Since I met you, I know what to do. I just need to figure out how to make you the one. I give all my love, oh darling, I'm ready now. When I'm alone, nothing is as it seems. And when I'm with you, it's like I'm in a perfect dream. And if I should wait before our lives fall into place, don't let the memory of me fade away. And since I'm from Nashville, I'm in a perfect dream. And if I should wait before our lives fall into place, don't let the memory of me fade away. When I'm alone, nothing is as it seems. When I'm with you, it's like I'm in a perfect dream. Oh. And if I should wait before our lives fall into place, don't let the memory of me memory of me fade away. Don't let the memory of me fade away. Yeah! Thank you, Arv. It's set for that. No, that's the best part. See what you're missing, my dear friend. Because that's what brings the song home, you know? Like the cows, when they come home. Home to where? Here? Like I said, I don't know where you are. Speaking of, where is everyone right now? No reason. Arv wanted to know. I'm currently home in Nashville, Tennessee. Like dead center. Like if you look up Nashville, like I'm literally where the dot is. It's kind of crazy. I'm in Ohio, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. All right, I'm gonna do my best to hear this again. Ooh, Twin Cities. You like that? I've been there. Dude. Yeah, about that. It is something, that's for sure. I've heard there's nothing wrong with Ohio except for the Ohio part. That's what I've heard. I've actually been to Ohio. Ohio was fine when I went. Granted, that was like a long time ago. Anyone like Cane's, Raising Cane's? Back when it was like only out in Ohio. Yeah, I went out to, I made trips to Ohio just so I could have Cane's back in the day. Polarizing place, apparently. You know, because everyone has to have their extremely strong opinions of what places are good to eat. Ohio is okay. There you go. I actually have a song that's called Ohio is Okay. It goes like this. monster. I'm just kidding. Yeah, thank you. I wrote that a very long time ago. It took, I think that one actually was the most effort I've ever put into a song. Yeah. I think it took 12 years to write that song. But we got it eventually. It took a lot, but we got there. Hey, remember that Patiently Waiting song? I'm going to play that now. Little reminder, in case you didn't know why we're here. It's because my dear friend Arv is hosting a charity marathon right now. It's called ArvCon, benefiting the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. So obviously do not ever give outside your means. But if you got some cash lying around, you got stuff sitting in your Venmo. I actually don't know how easy it is to use your Venmo, but we're only $15 away from the next milestone. So that's just $15. That's like less than most places to eat right now. However far away we are, right here, when the distance feels too rough. Dear, please don't fear. Cling to these words straight from my heart. Hold them tightly. You are my bright and shining star. No one can take your place in my heart. It don't matter if we're near or far, 'cause I am right here. And I can't wait till the day I control your mind. Promise I'll never leave your side. Till then I'm patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. I can't wait till the day I can say I'm yours. From now and forevermore. Till then I'm patiently waiting. Hi, Rem. Patiently waiting. Rem, you crushed it earlier today. Like every day for that matter. But also today. Yeah, dude, ArvCon is goated. However far away we are, right here, my bright and shining star. And no one can take your place in my heart. It don't matter if we're near or far, 'cause I am right here. And I can't wait till the day I control your mind. I promise I'll never leave your side. Till then I'm patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. I can't wait till the day I can say I'm yours. From now and forevermore. Till then I'm patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. till the day I can call you mine. Promise I'll never leave your side. Till then I'm patiently waiting, I can't wait till the day I can say I'm yours, from now and forevermore. Till then I'm patiently waiting. I would also love to see some God progress. That'd be some God tier progress. That'd be great. It's gonna happen. Ah! I see ah. Does that mean something just came through? It looks like it. It appears order has returned. Call Slim Shady. I'm Slim Shady, I'm the real Shady. That was my Eminem impression. Was that pretty good? I feel like that. Honestly, like my mom has told me that's really, really good. What do you guys think? You guys think it was good? Don't call my mom a liar. Chat. Just $50 more and we'll do another giveaway? Chat. What's $50? Honestly, it's less than any meal that you can get. Oh man, prices are crazy. I don't know if you guys have caught on to that, but it's pretty rough. It's also crazy. My wife just texted me, this rain is crazy. So apparently the rain is crazy right now. It was an imitation of all time. I'll take it. I will take it. I think that's great. I feel like that means that there's no room for improvement even. Holy, that was a lot of money. The screen showed like $22 billion for a second. Can we get there? Is that a thing? Chat. That's not up to me. Can we get there? Can we do it? $22 billion. I think we can raise it. I think it's possible right now. Prices are crazy. They are indeed crazy. Now, I saw mention of a mosh pit. Do we want to go there? Do we want to get heavy real quick? We can try. Mosh it up. I'm trying to think of what actually my most moshable song is. It's probably okay, but I don't know if that's the one I want to do. We gotta edit a lot for that one. Got him, Merv. Hold on, actually, fun little thing. For those of you that do know any of my songs, is there a song of mine that's most... How about the Anakin guy? You know what? Let's mosh to some Anakin guy. Surely I remember how to play that one. Yeah, all right. Mosh adjacent, because everyone loves to mosh for Star Wars. Also, Mando and Grogu just came out last night, so why not sing a Star Wars song? A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far away, Naboo was under an attack. And I thought me and Qui-Gon Jinn could talk the Federation into maybe cutting them a little slack. Their response, it didn't thrill us. They locked the doors and tried to kill us. We escaped from that gas, I remembered, and met Jar Jar and Boss Nass. We took a bondo from the scene and we went to Theed to see the Queen. We all wound up on Tatooine, and that's where we found this boy. Surely you know the words, because they were singing. My, this humanity guy. Maybe later, someday later, now he's just a small fry. He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying soon gonna be a Jedi. Soon gonna be a Jedi. Did you know this junkyard slave isn't even old enough to shave? He can use the Force, they say. Oh, do you see him hitting on the queen? No, he's just 9 and she's 14. Yeah, he's probably gonna marry her someday. Well, I know he built C-3PO, and I've heard how fast his pod can go, and we were broke, it's true. So we made a winner or two. Was a prepubescent flying ace, and the minute Jabba started off that race, well, I knew who would win in first place. So yes, it was our boy. We were singing my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe later, someday later, now he's just a small fry. He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying, soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Now we finally got to Coruscant, the Jedi Council we knew would want to see how good the boy could be. So we took him there and we told the tale how his midi-chlorians were off the scale, and he might fulfill that prophecy. Oh, the council was impressed, of course. Could he bring balance to the Force? They interviewed the kid. Whoa, training may forbid, because Yoda sensed in him much fear. Qui-Gon said, now listen here, just stick it in your pointy ear. I still will teach this boy. We were singing my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe later, someday later, now he's just a small fry. He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying, soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. We can't ride back to Naboo, 'cause Queen Amidala wanted to, but I frankly would have liked to stay. And we all fought in that epic war, and it wasn't long at all before a little hotshot flew his plane and saved the day. And in the end, some Gungans died, some ships blew up, and some pilots fried. A lot of folks were croaking, the battle droids were broken. And the Jedi I admire most met up with Darth Maul, and now he's toast. Well, I'm still here and he's a ghost, but at least before he died, he gave a really, really large donation to the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation, and he also decided to start singing, my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying, soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Everybody, we were singing, my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying, soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Woo! No, dude, eat them all. Eat them all. Also, agreed, Geester. Geester? Geester? Thank you, R, for the suggestion. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is one of my... it is arguably my favorite song to cover. Arguably. The other one, actually, is a Leonard Cohen song, so it's funny. It's funny how it all ties together. We bring it together, chat. Have I ever covered Albuquerque? I've never covered it, no. I think at one point I did know the lyrics to it. Like when I was... I was unironically going to say 6 or 7, and I stopped myself. I said it anyway. But like my mind literally said, I think it was about when I was that old. Because I really do actually think that was around the age that I knew it. Well, it was like, okay, do I not be honest about what I'm thinking about here? I don't know. It was somewhere between the ages of 6 and 10. No, we're out of bear claws. Thank you, Sonny Boy. I love that name. Such a name. Thank you. I'm glad that you guys feel that way. It means a lot. Anyway, Damon Runyon is what we're here for. And if anyone likes music and likes this set, it's there it is, right there. That's what I was gonna say. Well, what do you have? Bro, I need to listen to that song again. That song is so good. It has been too long. It has been too long. It's also been too long since I've played a song. So let's do that. I'm gonna let you guys choose though. Are you looking for uplifting or sexy? Your choice. What are you feeling? Probably gonna play them both. What's the difference? Great question. One of them requires a capo and the other one doesn't. Sure, that sounds great. The song is called Burning Heart. I like fire, apparently. Say you never want to leave. We both know it's not that hard to appreciate the simple things, like our intertwined arms. Your lips bring a taste of spring. I'm desperate for every... Is my voice cracking? I feel like it's cracking. Let me try that again. Say you never want to leave. We both know it's not that hard to appreciate the simple things, like our intertwined arms. Your lips bring the taste of spring. I'm desperate for every raindrop, suddenly inviting me in and I can't stop. So how can I resist when your hands are running through my hair? And how can I resist? I give in before you start. Oh, how can I resist? I'm captivated and I don't care. How can I resist the fire of your burning heart? Said I'm never gonna leave. We both know you're the only one that keeps me doing things that I never would have done. Your lips bring the taste of spring. I'm desperate for every raindrop, suddenly inviting me in and I can't stop. So how can I resist when your hands are running through my hair? And how can I resist? I give in before you start. Oh, how can I resist? I'm captivated and I don't care. How can I resist the fire of your burning heart? Oh, how can I resist when your hands are running through my hair? And how can I resist? I give in before you start. How can I resist? I'm captivated and I don't care. How can I resist the fire Is this the fire of your burning heart? Of your burning heart. Ooh, yeah. Do some Korn. There's that one really good impersonator of Korn. That's all I can think of right now. It is really hot in my room right now. It is very hot. But I'm glad to be here. You guys still having a good time? I think oh, don't say it. I think, what, we got 5 minutes? So what, I do 2 more? Is that right? No. I can go for 10 to 15. Okay, what if, let's see. Yeah, 3 songs would be about 10 minutes. Yeah? Take as long as I like. Sounds like we're going to do the 4 to 5 hour set I was talking about earlier, Chad. Who's ready? I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. Hi, Jorf. Just so you're aware, again, everyone in my chat, I love you. Thank you for being here, first of all. Make sure you head over to ArvCon stream, and I'm going to post the link right now. It's in my title. But boom, right there, because the charity is happening over there. Charity marathon, I should say. The charity itself is not happening there, because the charity is separate. Damon Runyon. If you don't know about it, you should. Anyway, give money. The song's called Today's a New Day. This is the uplifting one, by the way. Feel like I've been in a slump, and I've been waiting too long for things to just fall in place. But today is a new day. If I could write it all down and explain these feelings somehow, maybe I wouldn't be lost in space. But today is a new day. I wanna give it all and fight the good fight, but I feel so small, and no, it don't just mean my height. Wanna give my all and fight the good fight, though I may feel small. I know this path for me is right. Oh snap, Free Runner, what up, dude? Good to see you. Never gonna give this up, 'cause I'm just doing what I love. It's my joy to sing and play. Yeah, today is a new day, and I know that I'll make it. Gonna give my all every single day until you guys donate like $50 more so we can get to the next thing for Damon Runyon and the marathon that we're singing at right now. Please donate. I wanna give it all and fight the good fight, but I feel so small, and no, it don't just mean my height. Wanna give my all and fight the good fight, and though I may feel small, I know this path for me is right. wanna give it all and fight a good fight, but I feel so small. And no, I don't just mean my height. I wanna give my all and fight the good fight. And though I may feel small, I know, yes I know, I wanna give it all and fight a good fight, but I feel so small. And no, I don't just mean my height. I wanna give my all and fight a good fight, though I may feel small. I know this path for me is right. All right, my earbuds keep falling out. I don't even need them anyway. I'm not even using the alerts or anything. What's even the point? What's even the point, guys? You want to know what it is? I can tell you. It's giving money, specifically to the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. Okay? That's the thing. That's why we're here. That's why I'm playing this. I don't know if you know this, but Arv was going to pay me $1 million. Actually, $22 billion. I undersold it a little bit. He was going to give me $22 billion to play tonight. And I said, no. Arv, listen. That money should go to the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. That's where it should go. And literally, he had the money in cash. It was ready to go. And I said no, And I don't say that. Because I'm looking for, your love or affection or your respect or anything like that. I'm just saying it because you also should give $22 billion. I'm just kidding. Whatever you can do. Again, never give outside of your means. Thank you guys for being here regardless. Thank you for listening. Thanks for hanging out. I love you dearly. I've got a couple more songs, so let's keep going. He only offered me $5, god dog it. How dare him? I mean, dude, I can't even imagine. Like that amount of money is insane. Hi, babe. What's up? Sold. To the spiffy in the chat. Anyway. Wait, y'all didn't pay for this? No, I'm not. That's the point. Did I not just explain this? I'm not getting paid because it's going. I'm just kidding. Genuinely though, thank you guys for having me. This has been absolute pleasure. I got a couple more for you. Song's called Dawn, and it go like this. I can't believe it's happened to me. Things were going so well, yeah. I should have known you'd be the one to rip me apart with the lies that you tell, yeah. Everybody's telling me that I should just get up and leave. It's all too easy now to see that you're never gonna be with me. Don't worry, girl, I've seen the light. I'm leaving tonight. Move out my way. Don't care what you're trying to say. Move out my way. 'Cause I'm going. 'Cause I'm going. 'Cause I'm going. Actually, what's really funny about that, Kildor, is that's also my experience too. I recall back when I was teaching guitar very regularly, same thing happened. What is it about that, huh? We can pay him later. Money's not even real. True, I guess, right? There's a case to be made for that. What even is real? I don't think anything is. Sight, you know what it is? The Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. Very real thing. Donate to it. out my way. Don't care what you're trying to say, move out my way. 'Cause I'm going, going. 'Cause I'm going, going. 'Cause I'm going. I used to think you'd be the one I'd give all my loving to. Soon I'll be gone, yeah. There's nothing you can say or do to keep me from moving on. Seriously, everybody give all your money to Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation right now. Leave it tonight. Don't care what you're trying to say, move out my way. 'Cause I'm going, gone, move out my way. Don't care what you're trying to say, move out my way. 'Cause I'm going, gone. I'm going, gone. I'm going, I'm going. Give all your money to the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. That's exactly how the song goes. I didn't change anything about it. No words, no structure. It's how it's always been, actually. You just didn't... I'm surprised you haven't been listening, Arv. Quite frankly, I don't know what you've been doing, but genuinely, once again, thank you guys for having me. My name's Indy. It's a joy to play some music for you guys. The director's cut, well, I mean, if you want to get technical, you know, whatever. This song does not have a director's cut. Actually, I lied. This actually, out of all my songs, this probably is the one that actually does have a director's cut. It's called Everything. It's the song that I always end my shows with. Maybe not always end my shows with, but end the serenades with, aka my live stream shows. And it go like this. Well, hello, my pretty baby. It's so good to see you smiling right back at me. And if you could just give me a second of your time, I'd love to let you know you are the most beautiful thing that I have ever seen, and you are so very precious to me. You are the very thing that keeps me going. You have understood the excitement. Every moment I'm awake, you're everything, everything to me. Even when I sleep, you're the only thing I see. Well, hello, my pretty baby. It's so good to see those brown eyes staring back at me. And all I wanna do is hold you right here in my arms and never let you go. 'Cause you are the most beautiful thing that I have ever seen, and you are so very precious to me. You are the very thing that keeps me going. Every moment I'm awake, you're everything, everything to me. It's even when I sleep, you're the only thing I see. Cancer Foundation. Real quick, I want you guys to join in on a little something, just to end out, kind of like a little kumbaya thing, okay? All you have to say is you're everything to me, okay? It goes like this. You're everything. You're everything to me. You're everything. You're everything to me. Just like that, chat. Everything. Please donate your money to everything. The Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. Everything. You're everything to me. You're everything. Everything to me. Everything. Everything to me. Thank you guys. Arv, thank you so much. Damon Runyon, you guys are awesome. Everyone in the chat, I love you dearly. You guys are also absolutely, very seriously cool. Thanks. Peace out. God bless you all. Goodbye.
Yay! Thanks, Indy. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to transition over from that, and huzzah! That's good stuff. Thank you, man. Always an honor to be able to have Kilgore and Indy. We've had Zach before doing this. We've had Chrono Wolf before doing this. Other folks in the past, No More Kings, we've had doing this. We had Tall Heights in the past doing this. So we've had a lot of different people doing it, and I am really grateful to my good friend Indy for doing that. I'm really grateful to Kilgore Trout earlier on for doing that. It was awesome too. So thank you for that. Well, folks, that means that we are not to the end of day 2, but it means we are heading into the final segment of day 2. And I want to mention a couple things here, just sort of to reset before we get started with more of ArvCon day 2. So we began Thursday with our pre-show, and then yesterday continued with day 1, which was Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks on both days. Then today at noon Eastern, we started day 2 with our interview with the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation scientists. That was awesome. Then we went into the ArvOculus and myself playing a tabletop role-playing one-shot DM by Zach Clay. That was a ton of fun. If you missed that, you definitely need to go and check that VOD out later. It was really cool. Citizen Sleeper-esque, making all of these references to stuff that we had. It was very fun. It was a lot of fun. So I'm very excited about that. I was really excited to get the chance to play with those lovely folks. Then we moved into a really fun session of Ghosts of Saltmarsh with By the Dice Roll. That was really cool. Made some serious progress on the charity during that time as well. Then we went into the concert, which we have just completed with Kilgore Trout and Indy. Amazing work from both of those fine gentlemen. Which leads us now to the final segment of day 2, which we're going to be starting here shortly, and that is Community D&D with the Shadow Crew EX, a special homebrew one-shot set in Zalkaresh, which is Shadow Mage's homebrew setting, and I'm very excited forward to see what that looks like. Sunday, day 3, tomorrow is going to be D&D with Infinity and Beyond. That is going to be, Hillness is right, the series finale of Eberron, Oracle of War. It is going to be a marathon session as we usually do from 12 to 8, but it's also going to be, we've had many finales there. I want to say at least this is going to be the third, I think. Last year we had a season finale, but this is going to be the last. This is going to be a series finale. They are all level 19, depending on what happens during the session tomorrow. They will either drop all the way and, TPK and it will end at 19, or they will end up managing to do what they need to do to save Corvair and to save Eberron, and they will end up at level 20 at the end of that experience. So that's going to be good times. I am looking forward to that tomorrow. It's been a long-running campaign, but very excited to see how things go on with that. We've had, I think the Curse of Strahd finale may have shown up there. We've definitely had the Rise of Tiamat finale that showed up there. We did Palace of the Red Pasha finale probably, so there's that. So we had all of that stuff going on. So all of that was super cool. That was anyway. So that's happening day 3. Then on Monday, day 4, we have got at noon Eastern. Prince Justin will be joining us to GM a one shot of the Traveler system, and that is going to feature. Let me see if I can remember everybody. Alphabet Streams, that will feature Triffity Mats, that will feature Configuration Queen, that will figure Danny Dan, and that will figure Gon Eden, also known as Jennifer Brozek. I think those are the players. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And Prince Justin will be GMing for that. That will be the, again, Traveler game. Very excited for that. I've actually never seen Traveler played. I obviously know about the system, but I do not know. I've never played in it or have DM'd it or anything like that. So we're going to see what's going to happen there. And then we have got the Damon Running Cancer Research Foundation scientists playing a tabletop role-playing game one-shot with GM Brandon O'Brien. Very excited for that too. The scientists that you saw earlier today, they are all first-timers, chat. They have literally never done any of the tabletop gaming before. A lot of them all like games of different types, but they have never actually played. Bear with me just a second. But they have never actually played a tabletop role-playing game. So I am very excited to be able to have some first-timers join us to do this. And it's really fun, too, because they all said, like, we couldn't say no. Not in a negative way, but they were like, we really want to push ourselves out of our comfort zone. We're really excited to try it. They're really nervous and everything. And I'm like, hey, let's go. That's like, I'm very, very excited to see, because Brandon will be a great GM for them and they will have a really great time, and maybe that will get them into gaming and they can have something else that they can go to and enjoy and experience, and maybe it will give them a sense of positivity, as we said, sometimes when morale is not what it should be, because of the situation with the science funding. So that is the deal with that. That is going to that will then wrap up on Monday, day 4 of the ArvCon 2026. I was taking a look to see where we are, and I believe going into Sunday of last ArvCon, ArvCon 2025, we had something about $2,350 or so, maybe close to $2,379 leading into that day on Sunday. However, so we're pretty close to that. However, we also were only trying to get to 5,000, not 5,500. We ended up making 5,100 last year, and so I increased the goal slightly. I always have to be careful about this because you want to make little incremental progress, but you don't want to push so far that you end up missing the goal. And so I thought about doing it for even less. I thought about maybe just doing 5,200 and 6,000. Again, I don't want to take a chance on that because I understand the way the economy is, and I want to move up slowly. But we were able to fulfill 5,000 or 5,100 last year, 5,089 or 5,090, something like that. So I am hoping that we'll be able to do something similar to that this year. So the point being that I'm hoping in the next couple of hours we can get ourselves up here to 2,500, 2,600, something like that, which would set us up maybe 2,700. Would be great to set us up really nicely as we go into day 3. Part of the reason I ask for that too is because while I am always trying to push this as much as I can during the ArvCon event, I'm also trying to DM. I'm also trying to listen to my players. I'm also trying to focus a bit on what chat wants. I'm also trying to do things. So there's a whole bunch of things that I'm trying to do. And sometimes that makes it difficult if I'm also then having to monitor and be like, wait, has anyone donated? How about donating? Maybe donating. And I don't want to come across that way anyway. I want this to be an event that everyone can feel like they're really enjoying watching and being a part of, not just I come in here and RV yammers at us for money. That said, though, the money that's involved definitely is one of the reasons that we're here, and so any support that people are going to give is very much appreciated. Might be a good time too to talk a little bit about where we're at in terms of our leaderboard, to see who is currently leading the much coveted top donor prize. And the reason is to see who we've got. So we have the third top donor. Let's see. I want to get. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Right now, the person who's in the lead is Hillness at, let's see, it's more than 500. It's 611.11. And let's see, another 611. That's about 645, I'm estimating here. 645, it's about 660. So right now, Hilness has contributed about 660. He is definitely the leader in the clubhouse at the moment. In second place right now, we have Team Order, which is actually Undeveloped Bruce. Team Order really brought it during the By the Dice Roll segment. That ended up being about 300, 335, 350. I would say about $350, almost $360 was brought there. And so we're looking at the second top donor right now would be going to Undeveloped Bruce, also known as Team Order, would be what we have there. And then we have the third top donor. Now, there's a very hot contest right now for the third top donor because we've had a number of people that have contributed in the ballpark of this. We have Geister with $100. That is a big deal. If I could give something to Anonymous, Anonymous would be running away with it because, you know, Anonymous has donated quite a bit. But we also have $100 that came from Myrrh. So we've got that too. So I think right now it's a tie between Geister and Myrrh for third place. Which means if either one of them wants to slightly outstrip the other, if you know what I'm saying. But you may be asking yourself, well, what do we get for being these things besides the, feeling awesome that we got the third, that we're one of the higher donors? Well, the answer is simple. If you are the third top donor, let me pull that up. If you're the third top donor, you're going to get this. You will get a prize pack of the Vikings board game, still in its shrink wrap from Catalyst Game Labs. You will also get, as part of this prize pack, the Super Camelot board game, also still in its wrap. So we have that from last year. Oh, yeah, that's right. And then you will also get a copy, and this one I know you don't have because this book wasn't out last year, Geister, a copy of this, which is the Game Narrative Kaleidoscope. This is a book that came out earlier this year from Inkle. Yes, you do. In fact, you may have been responsible for getting me a lot of those boxes there, Rem. But the Game Narrative Kaleidoscope is very cool. John Ingold from Inkle is the one who collated this together. I have one of the essays in here that was selected, but we also have a lot of people here who did all kinds of different sorts of games. We have, for example, one of the lead writers for Caves of Kood. We have in here the lead for Far Cry 4. We have in here the lead for Prince of Persia, the most recent Prince of Persia. We also have Aaron Roberts, a very, very smart, awesome person who has done a lot of gaming stuff and wrote for Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, has also showed up on I Should Be Writing, not I Should Be Writing, that's Murr's thing, on Writing Excuses, that's the one I was thinking of, and things like that. So there's a lot of really cool things here, but this is going to be available, is going to go to someone who wins that third prize. So those ones that I mentioned plus that book. The second highest donor is going to get the aforementioned Vikings board game and the Super Camelot board game, but is also going to get a copy of Greyshade, of Renegade, of Heretic, of Icarus, and a set of dice. I forgot to mention the third donor also gets a set of dice. So from a very prominent company that may or may not rhyme with Blizzards of the Blost. So yes, so you'll have those. I know some of these folks have these things. So there's that. And then the highest donor is going to get Greyshade, Renegade, Heretic, Icarus signed and a set of dice, is also going to get this. This is a brand new Dragonbane core rulebook, direct from Free League. So you will get that if you are the top donor. And you will also get the coveted prize, which is this. Now, this is my copy of it because Prince Justin is very generous. I'm tilting it because I'm trying to avoid having too much, trying to avoid the glare. But you can see here, this is the Olympic Cascade Mountain Range. And Prince Justin took a picture of this. It is really, really gorgeous. For scale, you can see the people down there. Those are actually people. And there are the mountains. But this is very cool. It is set on metal, and you can actually see, as I'm showing you here, that it's got this metal stand that it will stick on. So that is very cool, and you will get that shipped to you if you are willing and able and capable of becoming the top donor. Now, I should mention that we have had a lot of people, too, that have given small donations. And I want to say that those small donations are also just as important, and here's why. A lot of people think to themselves, if I cannot contribute some big number. If I can't contribute 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 200 bucks, 500 bucks, then, I'm not making much of a difference. And what that means is they don't donate, and then those donations don't get made. But the reality is that a lot of what makes up the success of this every year is the fact that we have a lot of smaller donations too. A lot of people who are giving $10, $5, $15, $20, $10, $5, right? They're giving a lot of these smaller donations, and those things make a real difference also. Why? Because if all of those add up and build up together, it creates a certain amount of momentum. Other people are like, hey, I can also do $5, $10, $15, whatever. And then they contribute. And before you know it, that stuff starts to really add up. And so it makes a real difference. And secondly, as I think it was mentioned by, I want to say Kilgore Trout mentioned this. I think it was Kilgore, that community is a big part of the reason that we do everything on this channel, but it's a big part of why we run this event also. A lot of this is about, obviously, my personal connection to Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. It is on screen. Dragon, it is on screen. It's right there. See? It's got the latest donation right there, and it shows you the top donation. It's right there. So Hillness is your top donor, except that it doesn't add it all together, unfortunately. It doesn't do that. I did actually ask Tiltify last year if they could do that. I don't think they have yet. But auto-summed, yeah. And that it doesn't do. I asked them. It doesn't auto-sum. I don't know why. I wish I could set it up to do that, but it does not auto-sum, I'm afraid. Oh, no problem, man. It's no problem. 5 minutes is fine. No big deal. I'm riffing. It's all good. But anyway, so those donations really add up. They build up hype, they build excitement, and building something together is really important for a community to feel like collectively we can get somewhere that we wouldn't have been able to get to on their own. I certainly cannot every year be like, let me just drop $5,000 on Damon Runyon. I'm not able to do that. No one, I think very few people would be able to do that on their own, at least of those who are coming and hanging out with our community. Now, I would love, if wealthy people were able to jump up, step up to the plate, give more money, which they have plenty of to be able to give. And, we get some support from some folks at those times, but a lot of times it's in a different situation. So you were asking the top three totals. No, I get it. But I have actually looked to see if you can do the top three, and they don't have a way to do the top three donors. So I've given them feedback before, Dragon. I may try doing that again. It is a good idea. Of course, there is the issue also of space. But I think you could put up at the top of that overlay next to the top donation, you could have the top three donors next to where it says benefiting Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. You could have like top donor, second donor, third donor. It ought to be able to be customizable that way. So at some point, we will see about that. But anyway, it really does make a difference. It really is huge when we're able to make this number. And so that's why I hope people will really jump on board and support, because it really does make a difference when everyone is able to get on board and do that. So no amount is too small. And as I always say, please do not feel like you're obligated. If you do not have the funds, please don't feel obligated to do it. Your being here is huge and is extremely important. But if you do have the means, then please consider doing it, because it does make a difference to be a part of this cause and to sort of move things forward. I should say that if we get over the $5,500 goal, which we have set, we will have raised over $45,000 for Damon Runyon, which means next year we would be in line to go over $50,000 raised for this charity, which is pretty awesome considering that we started out with just a couple of $100 low on these 11 and a half years ago. So would I ever create my own cover of the Morrowind theme? I could maybe see that at some point, Echo. It's possible. Although, listen, Kilgore does a great cover himself. So, but I do like that theme, which I think is Jeremy's Soul, if I'm not mistaken. I like that theme. There's a kind of there's a sort of calmness that I've always liked about that. And I also like, I know he didn't remember it today, but I also like Tristram from Diablo when he played that. That is also very cool. It's got that same kind of sort of floating in air vibe that I really dig. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm excited for this. I have to relearn it. Yeah, I just really like it, Kilgore. I mean, obviously, thank you for whatever you're able to contribute, including all the amazing songs you did today. But Tristram is one that I always sort of am like, I can sort of settle into it. And I really, really enjoy that quite a bit. And I see that we have, is he going to jump up to the top? I hear the scratching sound of a cat scratching at my cat tree. What do you think, Ganesh? You going to go up there? No? Maybe? Aha. He is going over there, and now he is looking, and now he's running down the stairs. He came up here, scratched on the tree, and was like, I've done what I need to. I've done what I must. So I'll also tell people that while I have been doing this, my family has been doing a bunch of stuff as well. My daughter went today and was looking at in the dress shop for some suggestions about stuff. Her prom is coming up next week, and my daughter, little Arv, has crocheted her own prom dress. So she has crocheted a prom dress for herself because she's learned how to crochet. I told you, this is an incredible kid. So she's going to be going to her prom next week. Can I just say, by the way, for all those who sort of watched her grow up on this channel, because I started streaming here in 2012 when she was 4 years old, and she is now 18. She has officially gotten her gap year. Yes, I don't lose her for another year. She gets to stay with us and be awesome. No. But she's taking a gap year. She's super tall, it's true. Although she's slowed down now, Geister. I think she's going to end up being close to where my wife is about 5'6". She's going to end up being about 5'7", I think, is probably where she's going to sort of slow down. My son, though, oh my God, who the hell knows where Mini Arv is going to end up? He's going to be pretty tall. But in any case, this girl, this little girl at 4 is now 18 and is going to be, after her gap year, attending Vassar College, after next year. She's going to be in the class of 2031, starting in the fall of 2027. I'm just kind of like a friend of mine was like, you realize that you now have produced a almost high school graduate going to be a college student, right? I'm like, yes, I'm aware that that's what I have done. Yes. It's pretty amazing. But I'm so proud of her. She has done such a wonderful job with her life. And I'm super excited to see what the next stages are going to be for her. I can't wait to hear stories of this. I think we've basically done a little adventure every Friday. For many years, ever since kindergarten. And I think that even when she's up in Vassar, which is only about an hour and 20 minutes from us, we talked about it, and I think I might be able to go up there like once a month for us to be able to hang out and do our little mini adventure. So that's going to be great, that she's not so far away that it just becomes impossible for that to happen. And then, we'll see. My mother-in-law lives with us, multi-generational household, maybe. Obviously it's all dependent on what she wants to do, but she's really great. And it's going to be weird and tough having her out of the house. I'll tell you all right now, it's going to be very, very strange, but I don't have to worry about that yet because she has not even graduated high school yet. And then we have the summer, and then we have the gap year. And then I have to start thinking about adjusting. And that's not going to be, it's going to be an interesting challenge, but we'll see. But in any case, but she's been here. She was actually, I started streaming. I think she was here before because I didn't stream ArvCon for a couple of years, I want to say. I think it was 2014 maybe was my first one, or 2015. I think it was 2015 was my first official one, technically. So it was a couple of years before we actually even started it. So she was on even before that. So, oh yeah, proved him wrong about something. Yeah. It is cool, though. I've said this before that, oh, my goodness. Wow. What is that? Thank you. Antiprost. 10 gift subs. Thank you, Antiprost. That's very kind of you. Wow. I am not making this into a subathon. I'm making this. This is all about Damon Runyon this weekend, but I'm certainly grateful. Wow. Thank you so much, Antiprost. I appreciate that. I appreciate it very much. Yes, I heard that, Hillness. Thank you. That's very kind of you. But I want to say that that's very kind of you. Thank you. But I want to say, any support people can give for the subs, I appreciate. But this weekend, I'm really focusing on Damon Runyon. But thank you so much, Andy Prost. I appreciate that. The thing I want to say is that, by the way, can everyone hear that? Can you hear the normal notification noise? Oh, no, that's fine. That's a stir we like. Okay, good. I'm just making sure we can hear. The other thing I wanted to say, as I realized I have to drop this desktop audio down a bit. Okay. That's good. I'm glad that they're going off. The The other thing I wanted to say very quickly was that a lot of people talk about, like, well, you got to make sure that you treasure each moment because it goes fast with your kids. That's true, but it's also the case that I also love seeing my kids at different ages. Like, it's been really, really special to me to see the kind of person that she's growing into. And if she had stayed 6 her whole life, obviously, I wouldn't have a chance to see that, right? So I really have loved all the stages, honestly. I really appreciated all of that, one way or the other. Hello, it's Barrymore. It's Barrymore is going to be joining us momentarily on the stream tonight. So yeah. So I'm very, very excited for that. Oh my goodness. What? All the gifts. Oh my God. Y'all, Damon Runyon though. Thank you, it's Barrymore. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is really great. I really appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you. I did not have my bingo card set for that. I was excited for Damon Runyon. I usually get a couple of subs during this, but I was not expecting a whole raft of new ones. So thank you, everybody. It's very kind of you. And it also means you're going to get that coveted Twitch ArvCon 2026 badge, by the way, by your names, which is, coveted. Watching a lot lets you do that. Also, getting those 5 subs lets you do that too. So, yeah. So anyway, the point being, I'm really happy to see my daughter, whatever age she is. So there's the deal with that. Coveted. Exactly. Valerian Gamer has that coveted badge. All right. So having vamped a bit, are we good to go with Shadowed? Because what we're going to do is we're going to stop the stream here. And then after about, I would say maybe a minute, only a minute, then Shadowed is going to start on his end. And we are going to finish up day 2 of ArvCon 2026 with Shadowed Mage. So you will not hear from me after I sign off now. You won't hear from me until tomorrow, although I will try to be in chat. I will admit that as soon as I go on here, I'm probably going to go use the bathroom, say hi to my family, maybe get a little bit of food. I hope people understand. But then I'm going to be right back up here and watching as things go, and really, really hoping we can push to get into that. Again, it would be really helpful if we were to get into that $2,600-$2,700 range today. That would put us in good shape, I think, going into tomorrow's day 3. Because again, we really want to be within 1,000 going into day 4. Which means that if we're going to be within 1,000, then we really kind of, if we need to get to 2,700, because that means even as it is, we need to make like 1,500 to 1,800 tomorrow on day 3. So the closer we can get, the more work we can get tonight, the better. So that would be very, very appreciated. That's actually true, Echo, yes. So yeah, so that would be great if we could get there. So please consider donating to Damon Runyon, and thank you for everyone who's done that, and thank you for all the subs, everybody. Really appreciate that, Antiprost and it's Barrymore. I really appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Thank you. Okay, so Shadowed, how we doing? Are we ready to go? Are we in a good shape? Are we in a good place? Are we in a good spot? We have reached 9:07, so we're now set to go. He said, I'm like a princess held prisoner in a tower fairy tale. That's like in a fortress strong. Let any players vamp. Okay. All right. Well then, so I'm going to log off. Okay. And then Shadow, just to confirm, I'm going to log off a minute after I'm done, after my stream is off. Then you are going to come back on, right? Is that our plan? And I mean literally off, the stream literally off for a minute, so we don't have any, like, Twitch doesn't get weirded out, right? I just want to confirm that that's cool. That's what we're going to do. Is that our plan? I also, part of the reason that we're vamping a little bit, Chad, is that originally we were going to have 3 players. One of the players had to drop out at the last minute. Totally understand why, but it meant that we had to ask Kilgore and Indy to each lengthen their sets, and we did. But then it also meant that I had to ask Shadowed and the Shadow Crew EX to start a little earlier, and I had to vamp to make it all work. So that's why that's why we're extending it a little bit. But otherwise, this has been a really good day with a lot of fun and a lot of good donations. So what do you think? What do you say, Shadowed? Is that cool? So I'm going to log off. We're going to be off for a minute, and then you're going to come back on right after. Just tell me when you're good for that. Yeah, okay. All right. So chat, I want to thank you for supporting us. This is going to be the last you hear of me tonight, at least live with this. But please, 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 please do donate to Damon Runyon. As soon as Shadowed goes up, please start donating to Damon Runyon. I really want to be able to come back to this tonight and then tomorrow morning and see that we're in that $2,700 range. That'll make it a lot easier for us as we go into day 3. So please do that if you can. Otherwise, thanks to everyone who has made this an awesome stream so far. I'm going to turn off my camera. I'm going to wait about 10-15 seconds. Then I'm going to stop the stream. And then a minute after that, Shadowed is going to come on this very same channel, okay? So nobody leave. Nobody go anywhere. More stuff is coming very soon. And also, thank you to everyone who's been watching. Also, special thanks to all the mods today. All of the incredible mod work has been amazing. I really could not be happier with all of the stuff that they have done. Again, I'll say more about that a little bit later on. What on earth is going on? Oh, thank you. I have an entire, what looks like an entire meal from Cheesecake Factory, courtesy of my son, Mini Arv, who just did a cartwheel. Thank you, my boy. My kid is super athletic, incidentally. So, all right. Yeah, getting bored of Arv. I see how it is, Dragon. Okay. All right. Okay, that was my son. All right, I'm going to stop here, and then Shadow will be right back on in just a second. Thank you, everybody. The meal does contain actual cheesecake. It does. I'm excited for it. All right, thanks, everyone. Much love. I will be, again, I'm going off stream, but then Shadow will be back on this channel in just a minute, so don't go anywhere. Thank you all. I'll see you tomorrow, but Shadow will see you in just a minute. Bye for now. Much love. I'll see you soon. Keep it up. Donate. Donate to Damon Runyon. Bye now.